guys, welcome to Closet Confections TV. I'm your host Kendra, and today I want to talk about my unhealthy obsession with designer shoes. Specifically, designer shoes that, I love them, but for some reason they don't love me back. So what I mean by that is that I have so many shoes in my closet that are so pretty to look at. I love to wear them aesthetically. They set off an outfit, but they're just uncomfortable. What is it with these shoe designers? Like, how hard is it to make a pair of comfortable shoes? So what prompted me to make this video is if you checked out my recent video that I did last week on, things that you need to ditch in your wardrobe, specifically 7 things you need to get rid of. One of the things that I mentioned was uncomfortable shoes. These Gucci loafers are the specific shoes that I mentioned in that video. So in any case, I definitely like to clean out my wardrobe on definitely a quarterly basis at least. But one of the hardest things for me to get rid of are shoes. And of course you can see now that I actually wound up not getting rid of these. I know I'm terrible. So without further ado, I'm gonna share with you guys my top favorite designer shoes that really just give me a pain. So if I do decide to get rid of them, if I, just go ahead and cut the cord, at least I will have this video for posterity and I will get to share them with you guys at least one last time. But let's be honest, I'm probably not gonna get rid of them. All right, let's get down to it. So we'll start with these. So these Gucci loafers I got at a thrift shop. They were an incredible deal. You can see the heels have barely been worn at the bottom. They have a lug sole, and Gucci is like so on trend right now. Like Beyonce wears it all the time. The Gucci belts everyone's wearing. So I was like, when I had these, I was like, that Gucci for less. These were like $80, and they seem like they would be comfortable, but actually the height of the heel, just the pitch, is just way too high. It's just, my foot is just like this in the shoes, and they pinch a little bit in the toe box, and because they're patent leather, they're really not gonna stretch. So as pretty as they are to look at, I probably will wind up selling these on eBay. So the next pair of shoes are by one of my absolute favorite designers, Tabitha Simmons. So Tabitha Simmons, I don't really know what's going on with her. I feel like she only does maybe like 5 shoes in her collection every year, but they're usually 5 great shoes. So these particular shoes, I just love them. They have just a different sort of menswear patchwork pattern. So we have the houndstooth, and then we have this sort of floral pattern. I love Mary Jane. I have a collection. I could probably do a haul video and just show you guys my collection of Mary Janes. So in any case, these shoes I love to look at, but honestly, I've worn them. I've had these for several years, and I've probably worn them outside like 3 times. This is like a once a year shoe. I thought that I could wear these to the office, but again, they just have this thing where I don't know if I just can't wear heels anymore, but there's no platform, and it's just too high. It's just the balls of my feet just really hurt. So these I probably won't hang on to, because the outfits that I do wear them with, these really set it off, but it just pains me that I can't wear them more often. So the next pair of shoes, guys, when I saw these, like, I died. Like, literally. Okay, figuratively. I hate people do that. I didn't literally die, because obviously I wouldn't be here making this video if I was dead. Come on. All right, but in any case, these Alaia Booties. Oh, look at these. Don't kiss your shoes, that's gross. But in any case, I could kiss these because honestly, I've worn these once. I wore them on my birthday. We went to Per Se and the Time Warner building. Phenomenal restaurant if you've ever been there. And then we went to the opera afterwards. And oh my gosh, these boots, these are so cute. Why can't they be comfortable? Oh my goodness. So I got these on super discount. Actually, I got these for a campaign that I did with Jersey Gardens. But in any case, look at these. These are like works of art. So this is a shoe. I just love looking at it on my shoe display case, which I will show you guys in another video, most likely. But in any case, these boots, they're just so gorgeous, and they're Alaia. My dream dress to own one day is an Alaia. Like, if I ever make it big, once I make it big, my first splurge for myself is probably going to be an Alaia dress. But in any case, for now, I got the boots, and these are just you know how you have some shoes that are like, they're not comfortable to walk in, but at least you can, if you just sit down and look pretty, you're comfortable. Guys, I can't even do that with these. Like, even just sitting down, like I'm in the opera, kid you not. So Lincoln Center, and I had to kick my shoes off because these shoes, they hurt so good. But I wish they were more comfortable. All right, so this next pair of shoes I'm gonna show you, I really hope my husband doesn't see this video. So I swore up and down to my husband one Christmas that I needed to have these shoes because they would be so versatile. So these are my Fendi Boots, and they got that classic Fendi buckle, and I get so many compliments when I wear these, and they're just, here's a buckle, you can see the buckle better. But in any case, they look great, but they just hurt. And these shoes I got at Barney's on clearance. If I'm quite honest, all of the shoes I got on clearance or at like a discount retailer, because you know I'm not about that full price life. But in any case, I got these shoes at Barney's, and I just, oh my goodness, my husband got them for me, so this is why I really feel bad. And these shoes I used to wear all the time because, like I said, I convinced my husband that I needed to have these in my life and that I would get so much use out of them because they were so versatile that I couldn't admit to him that they were excruciating. So I just wore them for like 3 months straight, like a couple of times a week. And finally, I just had to tell him, like, you know what, honey, I love these shoes. They look great, but they really hurt my feet. Because he asked about them. He's like, why aren't you wearing your boots anymore? Those are your favorite. And I had to be honest. These I probably might sell because I actually didn't wear them all last year. So there's no reason to have things sitting in your closet, with the exception of the Alaia Booties, because those are just gorgeous to look at. There's no reason to have things in your closet that, you know, don't fit and you don't get any enjoyment out of them. So that's why I think I'm gonna part with these eventually. You notice how I threw in that eventually. So this next pair, this was me trying to be good. I was like, you know what, Kendra, you know you like nice shoes, but come on, you have to be, you know, you have to be reasonable. At least get some shoes that you will wear and that will be comfortable. So I love red shoes, so I got these adorable, what I thought would be comfy, Salvatore Ferragamo ballet flats with the cute little Vera buckle or Vara buckle. And I just thought, you know, this is a no-brainer. Like, ballet flats, hello, duh. You know what? I'll be darned if these don't hurt too. So I usually wear heels, I would say about 80-90% of the time, and flats just don't always agree with me. So people will say, like, how do you walk around in those heels all the time? You know, aren't flats more comfortable? But honestly, I can say no. I have very high arches, so sometimes flats are uncomfortable. Also, too, I think that Ferragamo shoes just are for very narrow feet. So my feet aren't super wide. I'd say they're normal, but if you have normal to wide feet, I would say that Ferragamo might not be the place for you to shop for shoes based on my experience. So they might have different styles that fit, but these flats, and again, they're the patent leather, so they don't stretch at all. And I've had these for several years now, and I wear them a lot. Like, I keep throwing them on thinking like, oh yeah, I'll just wear my cute, comfortable flats today, but they're not. They're not. And also too, they're very stiff in the back, so I've had to replace the little heel protector in the back, the heel cushion, several times to pretty much no avail. So unfortunately, these did not turn out to be a great purchase. All right, on to the next one. So these shoes, these are some gorgeous pumps from Tory Burch. And when I saw these, I was like, oh my God, these are so ballin'. All right, so these shoes, they're real snake skin, so they're made of water snake, and they're this gorgeous like blush tone color, and it actually matches really well with my skin tone because I have pink undertones. And it's just a gorgeous shoe, but you can already look at this heel and see that they are uncomfortable. I got these at an incredible deal. I do wear them to the office, and I've worn them to business events, whatnot, things where I want to look, you know, a little bit extra fierce. But they're not the most comfy thing. They really aren't. But these I probably will keep I will just suffer in silence because I just like them that much. So that's that. Alright guys, so the next pair of shoes are a recent acquisition. So these are my Jimmy Choo ankle boots. So these are another gorgeous pair. I mean, they're all gorgeous to me at least. But these Jimmy Choo ankle boots, these feel comfortable at first. I could probably wear these for like an hour or two and they don't bother me, but it's as soon as I start to try to pound the pavement in New York City and walk everywhere that these start to give me trouble. So on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being like the least comfortable, I would give these like maybe a 5. Yeah, 5, maybe 6, 5 or 6. 6 if I'm being generous. But in any case, I just loved these because a lot of my ankle boots have gold accents on them, so I like that these had silver. And also too, I like the real snake skin. It's mixed media, so the front is suede and the buckle is just regular smooth leather. So I just thought these were just a nice funky boot. But I will be honest about Jimmy Choo, just the brand, it's not my favorite. I have found that the quality of Jimmy Choo shoes, this is my second pair of Jimmy Choos, and I feel like for the price, they're not really all that. I think that I would put these more on the level of like a Stuart Weitzman in terms of quality, but I feel like Jimmy Choo tends to be a lot more expensive than Stuart Weitzman. Not that Stuart Weitzman quality is that great to me either, but unless they're on like super duper discount like these boots were originally like $800 or $900, and I think I got them for $200 maybe. But in any case, yeah, I'm not, just in case you guys have ever thought about getting Jimmy Choos and you haven't before, I would say maybe stick with some other brands, unless you can get them, like I said, on a steep discount. So I didn't feel bad paying $200 for these, but like at $1,000 or $800 or $900 or whatever the original price was, I would not have purchased those. So just a little disclaimer about Jimmy Choo that I found. All right, so last but definitely not least, so these shoes, these are just going to be a stand-in for just this brand overall. So my urban shoe myth, patent leather, Christian Louboutin, Mary Jane. I told you guys how I love Mary Janes. I have a whole Mary Jane collection, and this was like my holy grail shoe. So in any case, I saw these in the store, was not expecting to buy these. I paid full price for these because I just had to have them. And to be honest, I still love them, and I knew going into it, I wasn't expecting these shoes to be comfortable because let's be honest, I don't think Christian Louboutin makes any comfortable shoes. Maybe his sneakers, I've never tried those, but those are probably uncomfortable too. Like if I had to be honest, if I had to guess. So Christian Louboutin is notorious for this. Like he couldn't give a crap about your comfort, and he has said this many times. So I went into this. This is probably my 4th pair of Christian Louboutin shoes, and I would say out of all the pairs that I have, those are probably the most comfortable, which is not really saying much. They're gorgeous to look at. And like I said, I would probably put these on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a 5 for these shoes. But you kind of go into that knowing it with Christian Louboutin. But with that being said, I'm at a point in my life now, maybe I've matured in 2017, but I'm really going to try to find designer shoes that are gorgeous but wearable. Because I have these shoes that kind of just sit around in my closet, and I don't get nearly as much use out of them as I need to. All right, guys, so that's the end of my rant. And honestly, as I had all of those shoes in front of me, that was only like a fraction of my collection. And, you know, I realized how ridiculous it all is. Like the stupid things that us women, the things that we do to look good. We put ourselves through so much torture and so much pain. I have to say that I definitely am of the philosophy, you know, style over comfort. But I think that I'm getting to a point in my life, you know, maybe I've matured, 2017, who knows. But in any case, I do want to be more mindful of that in the future because I really want to have a wardrobe of things that not only look great, but are wearable. Things that I can just grab on a moment's notice, put on, look put together, not be hobbling down the street. So I will hopefully do a follow-up video at the end of the year on shoe purchases that I've made that have been awesome and I've gotten, you know, a lot of wear out of. And if you guys know any brands of shoes, like I said, I like nice quality shoes. So if you know of brands or styles that are, you know, fit that bill, where they look great, they're chic, I won't say money is no object, but if they're nice enough, you know, I will splurge for myself. So if you can recommend anything, definitely let me know in the comments. Or maybe what would be even more fun, if you guys have the same addiction as me and you have just uncomfortable shoes that you just cannot seem to part with, let's talk about that too, because, you know, there's some sisterhood and bonding and foot pain, apparently. But okay, guys, this is a wrap. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you found that entertaining, or maybe you feel sorry for me, or maybe you're like, girl, you need to stop wasting your money on shoes that don't fit. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate and subscribe. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. And until next time, bye.